Shalom, all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle, elders of GMS that taught me his truth. And peace to many Akim has they like daily push his truth with sincerity. And the few Aquaf listen London, Shalom. Once again, my name is I9 with GMS Detroit Bar Camp. Pray this video is edifying to the hopeful elect, to the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners scattered abroad, the four corners of the whole world. And this video go out to not only Esau, the so-called white man, but all you heathens too, because this video inspired me to make a video, response video on this, because he's ranting on Esau, but all of you nations had a hand in us going into captivity. So once upon a time we was under captivity under you. So all of y'all going into captivity, but it's gonna be righteous when we do it to you. But here goes the beginning of this video. Pray this
your problems, your wrongs are not mistakes. No one forced you to commit those crimes. You know, no one put a gun to your head and forced you to treat other human beings like livestock. The racial problem in America wasn't an accident. It wasn't a misstep. It was a deliberate, created injustice. You created this problem, and you worked hard to create this problem. You didn't just hate African people. You concocted a whole...
Let me stop it right there. We're not African. We are Hebrew Israelites. You know, let's get that thing straight. We are not Africa. Just because we was in Africa don't make us Africans. Just like right here, I'm in America. That don't make me a black American. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. You know, I know my nationality, who I am.
Quasi-scientific rationale to justify it. You willfully interpreted your religious text to try to justify it. You built a complex propaganda, indoctrination, brainwashing, miseducation system to try to implant it into the minds of your people, to reinforce the evil. Do you understand? You did this with commitment. You worked diligently, relentlessly, and invested massive energy, time, money, intellect, and effort to enforce, to maintain, and to preserve the injustice you created. No one made you do that. You chose to do that. And you maintain and defend that system until today. You have never addressed what it is about you that made you choose to do these things, that made you create these injustices, that made you systematize these injustices and protect them for decades upon decades. So America, you have never addressed what is internally wrong with your culture, with your so-called civilization that has made you do the things that you have done. But you think that if you can just keep kicking the can of consequences down the road, then you never have to change. This is what you think. You think that you're succeeding. You think that your way is working. It's an evil nation that tells their own people that they're above the law, that tells them that they're unaccountable, that tells them that they will never face the consequences of their actions. Every single thing that you have done, every grotesque injustice that you have committed as a nation is going to fall upon your heads. Your problems, your wrongs are...
And it is going to fall upon their heads, because everything they did to us, so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, everything that you did to us is going to come back onto you. You know, many folds. But let's get some scriptures. I got some notes written down. Payback is coming real soon. You know, and all of you nations, not just Esau, the so-called white man, but all you heathen nations had a hand in it. You know, Psalms the 83rd chapter. We don't have no friends. We have enemies. That's what we have. You know, we don't have friends among the nations. Every one of y'all are our enemies. Every last one of you. You know, heathen nations. It's Israel against the world. You know, y'all ain't get a clean slate where y'all could walk away from. Y'all shit it. America wasn't the only nation that did this thing to us. Y'all did it too. You know, at one point in time, us Israelites was under captivity, each every last one of these nations. So when we get our revenge, our lick back, it's gonna be righteous judgment. It's gonna be a righteous thing for the Most High to recompense tribulations to them that trouble us. All of you nations trouble us. You know, we don't see none of y'all nations speaking on our behalf in the UN or any other shit that y'all got set up. You know, but hey, let me just get scriptures and get it going. So whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of Yahweh, by Shem Shai, made he man. You know, hey, 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 it's self-explanatory. Whoso in it, and you shed the blood of the Most High, eye, the apple of his eye. You know, you could have did to any other nation, but no, you had to do it specifically. Come after us with your perpetual hatred. You know, so all these things apply to you. Every last one of these scriptures I'm about to pull up applies to you. What you're going to receive. You know, according to Bible prophecy, you're going into captivity. All of you going into captivity, but Esau's going to get the worst of it. His portion going to be double. You know? This is Exodus 21 and 16. He that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. And what happened to us? Hey, we got stole from over there, Western Africa. After we went from there, when we got chased out of Israel by the Romans, we got stolen out of Western Africa and brought over here in the Americas, in the Caribbean islands, all that shit up in there. And this and I read a book that and it said that the shit that y'all did to us is way bigger than that fucking so-called thing that happened over there. You know what I'm talking about? What happened to the J double O's? You know, the small hats. You know. But hey, this is what y'all did, and y'all call it a manifest destiny. You thought it was all cool with the Most High, but the scriptures, tell us this. This is Isaiah 14 and 21. Nope. 21, not 12. Is it 14 and 21 or what am I doing here? I say Isaiah 14 and 21. Yep. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, for the wickedness of your father. You know reason why? Because you are your forefathers. Every time when a spirit dies, a man's spirit dies, he comes back every third and fourth generation. And you to be talking about that bullshit. We didn't do it. It's our forefathers did it. But you are your forefathers. You know, you did that shit to us. That they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. And coming soon, Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to make it so that you be done away with altogether. Future prophecy. You know, this is Isaiah 33. 33 verse 1. Woe unto thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously when they deal not treacherously with thee. Hey, when you came over here in the Americas, hey, the Native Americans didn't deal with you treacherously. They helped you live and sustain yourself over here. And what you do, as soon as you got yourself established over here, you killed the so-called Native Americans and the Latinos off of this land. And you took the land, but you stole it. You know, you stole it on top of the blood of the innocent that never ever they didn't try to do anything to you when you first got here. But the moment a Christopher Colon got off that boat, Cristobal Colon got off that boat, hey, you was slicing and dicing the Native Americans, the Latinos. Hey, you've been putting them to the edge of the sword, the so-called Negroes, ever since you've been over here. You've been the violence that you brought upon us. So it's gonna come back to you. The Most High is about balance. You get what you reap, and everything that you do is coming back onto you. You know, and it's gonna be righteous when the Most High finally allow us to get that lick back. You know, when thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. And kind, this is what we're waiting for. We're waiting for our chance to get our licks back on all you nations, not just Esau, but especially Esau, but you heathen nations too. All of y'all going into captivity, whether you perceive it or not. That's what your end fate is going to be. You know, this is Jeremiah chapter 30. Verse 16. All they that devoured thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that preyed upon thee I will give for a prey. And when this happened, this is one of the promises, future prophecy that's going to happen to all of you. Because y'all should have did it, but y'all did it any damn way. So Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to allow us to get our hands on you. You know, it's only a righteous thing for the Most High to allow us to deal with you like you dealt with us. This is Jeremiah 49 and 12. For thus saith Yahweh Bashim Shai, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunk it. Art thou he that should go altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. And you're gonna drink of this cup. This captivity that we had to do, the work for no hire, all the innocent blood that you shed by force of a sword or a modern day gun. You still killing us in the streets now. I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh Shemi Shai, Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. And Basra is just another metaphor for America, and the capital for these Edomites. You know, all of you, every last one of y'all are going into captivity coming real soon. Whether you don't want to hear it or not, it's Bible prophecy that that this is going to happen to you. This is Ezekiel 35 and 5. Because thou hast had perpetual hatred and shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of a sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end, and man, and because thou hast had perpetual hatred, although Israel was delivered into the hands of the heathens, and ergo Esau, the so-called white man, the heathens, especially the Edomites, went too far with the affliction. You know, y'all went over and beyond that. You know, this is Zechariah 1 and 15. I am very sore displeased with the heathens that are at ease, for I was a little displeased, and they helped for the affliction. And although Israel was delivered into the hands of the heathens, Esau, the so-called white man, and the heathens went too far with the affliction. So, you're going to get it. You know, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to get you. You know, back to Ezekiel 35, verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hateth not blood, even blood shall pursue thee. And what? How does the white man want his steak? Bloody, or rare. He wants to see blood in it, and this is how we know it's talking about you, you so-called Edomites. You know, this is where y'all like to eat your food. You know, thus I will make Mount Seir a desolation, and cut it off it from him that passeth out, and him that returneth. The Most High is going to, according to Bible prophecy, the Most High is going to do away. It's going to Mount Seir, America, represent America. The moment so-called white man come here, the Americans have been killing innocent blood of the Israelites. The moment they got off those ships, I had to write that little note up in there because, the moment y'all got off the ships, y'all been killing us. You know, the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, Native Americans, and y'all still killing us even to today. And all the nations see it, and that's the reason why that guy, I don't know what nation he is. He could be an Israelite. You never know. But that guy is speaking on all the bullshit that y'all did to us. You're not going to get a pass from the Most High. You're going to drink of this cup. You know. You know. I will fill his mountains with slain men, and in thy hills, and in the valleys, and all thy rivers, they shall fall that are slain with the sword. And this is talking about this is talking about all Esau. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is gonna the scriptures say a slaying of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It's gonna be many, and not only that, a lot of you so-called Edomites are gonna die in this thing. Not only that, the heathens, the wicked, 2/3 of all you nations are gonna die when the Lord gets here. 2/3 of you, and the other 1/3 y'all going into captivity. You know. But Esau, the so-called white man, his nation is going to be done away with. And I will make thee a perpetual desolation, and thy city shall not return, and they shall know that I am Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And according to Matter of fact, my notes. Edom, the Edomites, will be completely destroyed. Proceed to Obadiah 1:18. Hey, they're gonna be done away with, and a land will be given to the tribe of Judah. You know, you're not getting a pass. Whatsoever you think, hey, the Most High is not giving you a pass to escape what's about to happen to you. This is Joel 3:7. Behold, I will rise them out of their place whither ye have sold them, and I will return your recompense upon your own head. And this is what we're waiting for. We're waiting for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to finally allow Yahweh Shai and the angels to gather us up from the four winds, from the four corners of the whole world. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off. For Yahweh Bashim Yahushai have spoken it. Hey, you're going into captivity. Hey, you're going to go into captivity, and we're going to make it just as brutal as you made it onto us, but we're going to be righteous in how we do it. You know? Now, I can't wait. Yahweh Ratazah, let me be there day one. You know? Let me be there day one. You know? Baba Kasha. You know? This is Ezekiel 35 and 9. No. Ezekiel 35 and 15. Slakia. And matter of fact, we're gonna go up our scripture because the whole world's gonna rejoice at you going down. All the rulers of this world going down. The whole world is gonna be much happier, and they gonna be man, they're gonna be blessed through us, especially the heathen nations. But hey, you're gonna get done away with. So and this is Ezekiel 35 and 14. For thus saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, when the whole world rejoice, I will make thee desolate. And another reason why you're getting taken out because you never praise Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You say I did it by the force of my hand. You know, you know, thou didst rejoice at the heritage of the house of Israel because it was desolate. So I will do unto thee, and thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And Idumea is a Greek way of saying Edom. You know, all this shit, all these names represent Esau. You know, Idumea, Mount Seir, Basra, Nineveh, Sodom and Gomorrah, Babylon the Great. All these names represent Esau, his kingdom right now. You know, at this time. You know, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is about to fuck y'all up. All y'all up. And y'all gonna wish that y'all never touched us. But it's too late now. It's already done. So we're gonna get them licks back. We're gonna grab a few more scriptures. This is Obadiah 1:15 and 16. For the day of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is near upon all the heathens. Thou hast done it, thou hast done, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. As thy reward shall return upon thy own head. And like I said, all of you nations had us under captivity at one point in time. So all of y'all are going to catch it. You know, every last one of you. You know, for ye have drunken upon my holy mountain. Who they drunk upon? They drunk upon us, the Israelites. They made us slaves unto them. Matter of fact, they treat us like cattle, like a possession. You know, yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they have been not. They have not been. And hey, that's the future uh, uh, thing that's going to happen to you. Because, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And this talking about you, Edomites. This whole chapter, Obadiah, is pertaining just to you people. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has spoken it. And that's your future judgment. After 1,000 years of captivity, you're going to be done away with. You know? Salakia, I didn't say that all you heathen nations, y'all going into captivity too for 1,000 years. But after 1,000 years, y'all get to go back to your land, and then y'all going to be tributary unto the house of Israel. Y'all going to be bringing your resources, them precious gems, them stones, them precious metals. You're going to be bringing your daughters into the kingdom. Your pretty ass daughters, they come into the kingdom. You know? This is Second Ezra, Second Ezra 15 and 56, verse 7. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, even so shall Yahweh do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. And hey, this is future judgment. What's going to happen to you? Whether you don't like to hear it, hey, I got to say it. I got to tell you. Hey, your future judgment is captivity and death. From the words of Most High unto the prophets, from the prophets. Hey, you're not escaping. Matter of fact, this is Colossians, verse 3 and 25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive the wrong which he have done. There is no respect of persons. So everything that you did to us is going to come right back to you. You wronged us, you did us wrong, and it's coming right back to you. Matter of fact, 2 Thessalonians 1, verse 6. Seeing there is a righteous thing with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. And a recompense is payback. tribulation to them that troubled you. Hey, you're going to get it, you know. And you who are troubled, rest with us. When 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 the Lord Yahushua shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels, and flame a sword, taking vengeance on them that know not Yahweh, and obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and who shall be punished with an everlasting destruction from the presence of Yahweh, and from the glory of his power. And Yahweh Shai is coming to get you. And man, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is about to put his fear into every living creature. And it's gonna be just like back when in Joshua, the men's heart did faint because of everything that the Most High did for us. It's gonna be even grander what He do for us, and it's gonna be they're gonna be shitting scared. You know, this is Revelation 13:10 chapter. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, and this we're waiting for all you to go into captivity, and we're waiting for you, all of you, not only Esau, the heathen nations, to go into captivity right along with them, and all of you to die with the force of the sword. The modern day nuclear weapons, the modern day guns, a the laser beams coming out of the so-called UFOs, the chariots of the Most High. We going It's a beautiful time to be alive right now. We're gonna see the angels fighting on our behalf. You know, we're in a good time. We're born in a good time right now. You know, uh, uh, um, Revelation 18:6. Reward her even as she had rewarded you. Double unto her according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, to her double. And man, I just can't wait. What Esau has done to the children of Israel will be done unto Esau manyfold. You know, this is Psalms chapter 137 and last two verses. Well, start at 7. Remember, O Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. And when it goes to raise it, it means destroy it, destroy it. O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. And we're going to be elated, you know, joyfully happy, you know, waiting on this day. You know, happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy tiny little ones against the stones. Hey, we're going to do you just like you did our children. You know, all the atrocities that you did to us, we're gonna have fun with you. This is Psalms 149. Start at 5. Well, I'll start at 4. For Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. And Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to gather up the lowliest people that you try to say that you the people. It's going to be so funny when you see that Yahweh Shai is not a so-called white man. When you see the angels a so-called white men. And you see who Yahweh Bashim Shai sent his son for. And the children of Israel being gathered up among you. It's going to be a treat for us to see, you know. And let the saints be joyful in glory, and let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the saints be joyful, glory upon their beds, and the high praises, and let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth. The high praises of Yahweh it's the Bible, the scriptures, and a two-edged sword in their hand. Literally, the kingdom. We're going to be going through you, you know, according to the scriptures. Once we get the power from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, it's a wrap for you, all of you. You know, once we get that spiritual power back, it ain't going nowhere. We're going to be strong. We're going to be able to do things, greater things than Yahweh Shai did in the scriptures. You know, this is ended up binding their kings with chains and their nobles with feathers of iron. The elites of Esau will survive the destruction, and they will go directly into slavery. You know, that's it on this one, man. I don't want to carry it on too much longer. Matter of fact, one more scripture. This is Isaiah 14, starting at 1. For Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And this prophecy ain't happened yet. You know, we ain't in our land yet. And we waiting for divine intervention to put us in that land, you know? And set them in their own land, and strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob. And those strangers are Israelite foreigners, cleaving unto the house of Israel. You know? And the people shall take them and bring them into their place. These people that we are taking and bringing our place, we're taking them and bringing our place for servants and slaves. The house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, who captive they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And y'all going into captivity. Slavery is coming. And it shall come to pass in the day Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from thy hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. And this is what we're waiting for. You know, that's it on this one. I pray this video is edifying to the hopeful elect. So with that said, all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of GMS who taught me this truth. And Shalom. Matter of fact, I'm going to play that video one more time.
Your problems, your wrongs are not mistakes. Your problems, your wrongs are not mistakes. No one forced you to commit those crimes. You know, no one put a gun to your head and forced you to treat other human beings like livestock. The racial problem in America wasn't an accident. It wasn't a misstep. It was a deliberate, created injustice. You created this problem, and you worked hard to create this problem. You didn't just hate African people, you concocted a whole quasi-scientific rationale to justify it. You willfully interpreted your religious text to try to justify it. You built a complex propaganda, indoctrination, brainwashing, miseducation system to try to implant it into the minds of your people, to reinforce the evil. Do you understand? You did this with commitment. You worked diligently, relentlessly, and invested massive energy, time, money, intellect, and effort to enforce, to maintain, and to preserve the injustice you created. No one made you do that. You chose to do that. And you maintain and defend that system until today. You have never addressed what it is about you that made you choose to do these things, that made you create these injustices, that made you systematize these injustices and protect them for decades upon decades. So America, you have never addressed what is internally wrong with your culture, with your so-called civilization that has made you do the things that you have done. But you think that if you can just keep kicking the can of consequences down the road, then you never have to change. This is what you think. You think that you're succeeding. You think that your way is working. It's an evil nation that tells their own people that they're above the law, that tells them that they're unaccountable, that tells them that they will never face the consequences of their actions. Every single thing that you have done, every grotesque injustice that you have committed as a nation is going to fall upon your heads. Your problems, your wrongs are...
Shalom.